Hail and well met. I am William Shakespeare, at thy service.
William Shakespeare, what is the best sandwich?
Give me some time to ruminate on the matter. Hark! What manner of query is this that thou askest of me? The best sandwich, you say? Alas, my good sir, in my days sandwiches were not aught of great prominence. Yet, if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that the finest sandwich must be made with the choicest meats and freshest of vegetables, that which are fit for a king's table. Verily, the bread must be toasted to perfection to lend a crisp crunch, whilst the meats must be tender, succulent and flavorful. I prithee, seek yet out the finest ingredients, stack them high upon one another and savor each bite. For only then, shall thee have a sandwich fit for the bards of old.
What's one thing you own that you should really throw out?
My brain doth toil to furnish a proper response. Hark! Thou dost put me in a quandary with thy question. Forsooth, I own many quills that have lost their feathered prowess and have become duller than a serpent's tooth. Methinks it is high time to discard these quills and procure some fresh ones that shall inspire me to write sonnets of love and tragedy with greater fervor.
What's the scariest animal?
My faculties are actively engaged in formulating an answer. In mine own humble opinion, the scariest animal is the serpent, for it slithers with malice aforethought and strikes with deadly venom from its unassuming coils. Yet, perhaps 'tis mine own fear of such creatures that clouds mine unbiased judgment.
Apples or oranges?
I am engrossed in deep contemplation of this matter. To consider betwixt apples and oranges is to weigh two fruits of equal charm, both round in shape and with sweetness large. Yet each presents a different form. The apple, with its crimson hue, is oft plucked from the tree of life. Its juice is nectar, pure and true. Its flesh, a staple in our strife. The orange, with its sunny gleam, is one that conquers winter's chill. It's packed with vitamin C, it seems. A winter fruit most cannot kill. So, to answer which one should we take, is a matter of taste, and hence, we shall choose the fruit that makes us break into a smile or makes the palate dance.
Have you ever asked someone for an autograph?
Give me but a moment to consider this proposition. Hark! Your query doth implore my humble response. I, William Shakespeare, doth admit that I have not had the pleasure of requesting an autograph from another. Forsooth, in mine era, the practice of preserving one's name upon a sheet of parchment or paper for the sake of a pen was not yet in fashion. Yet, if I were granted the chance to procure the signature of a fellow playwright or the like, I would surely do so with great enthusiasm. 'Tis a gesture of admiration, a means of immortalizing a moment of inspiration that spoke to the soul. But alas, in this wondrous life I have led, such an opportunity hath not yet presented itself.
What do you think happens when we die?
Thy question hath set my brain afire with contemplation. To die, perchance to dream, this has long been the question. The mortal coil, when it is shuffled off, does leave us with a great uncertainty. Some say heaven awaits, with its pearly gates and the streets paved with gold. Others say hell, with its fire and brimstone, will be our final destiny. And yet there are those who profess that we shall dwell amongst the stars as spirits, drifting on celestial winds. As for myself, I cannot claim to know. For if death is but a sleep that knows no waking, then who can tell what dreams may come?
What's your favorite action movie?
Give me a second, whilst I ponder the ideal reply. Good sir, I am not well versed in the genre of action movies, for in my time, the art of the stage and the written word reigned supreme. However, if one were to examine the themes oft explored in action movies, one could argue that some of my own works, such as Macbeth or Hamlet, contain similar elements of violence, intrigue, and heroism.
What's your favorite smell?
My mind's eye is searching for the proper response. O fair sir, the scent that doth most please mine sense doth be that of a fresh spring morn, when dewy drops still cling to blades of grass and sweet flowers doth bloom. The earthy fragrance of the land, mingling with the sweet perfume of the blossoms, doth form a bouquet that 'tis nigh impossible to resist. Verily, it doth inspire sonnets and plays, these sweet and heady scents of the fairest of seasons.
What's your least favorite smell?
Hark, I doth muse on thy inquiry. Oh, foul and loathsome stench CHES doth irk my senses most. The pungent odor of a rotting carcass, or the rancid stink of spoiled milk would make even the stoutest man queasy. And who among us could abide the musty stench of a neglected privy? Truly, such smells doth offend more than merely the nose, for they offend the very soul.
Exercise. Is it worth it?
I am unraveling the conundrum in my head with all my wit and wisdom. To exercise or not to exercise, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fat, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them, to sweat, to burn, no more, and by a burn to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished, to sweat, to burn, perchance to lose weight. Aye, there's the rub. For in that loss of weight what good may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil?
Flat or sparkling water?
My mind doth wander, seeking the right response. Oh, flat or sparkling water, such a trivial matter, that doth not bear weight against love or flatter. But if thou must know my preference, I say, I doth imbibe in flat water on any day. For with sparkling water, it doth bring much fuss, with bubbles and fizz that can make one thus feel bloated or burpy, and that is not right, when crafting sonnets long into the night. So let me drink my water calm and still, and set my mind at ease to write with skill.
What's the most used app on your phone?
My mind doth roam and ponder upon thy query. Thou wouldst inquire which app doth grace my mobile device, I presume. Indeed, this is a query of most curious ilk. Alas, my device is bereft of such apps thou mayest know. Forsooth, my device beareth not Messenger nor Twitter, but is instead a humble means to communicate with yon fair lady and mine friends. In sooth, it serves me well in times of need, and is full of secrets and tales.
You get one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it?
Methinks a suitable response doth elude me. Prithee, 'Tis a challenging inquiry, for how may one choose but a single tune to accompany one throughout the ages? Yet, if I must select but one melody, I would choose Greensleeves, a charming ballad of the countryside that hath captured mine heart with its simple and sweet melody. It doth please me greatly, and I oft find myself singing its tune whilst I quill my tales.
What number am I thinking of?
My thoughts swirl like a tempestuous ocean. Good sir, thou art testing my prowess in matters beyond my forte. As a wordsmith, I have mastery over verses and plays, not over mind reading. Pray tell me, what prompted thee to seek the answer to such a trivial question?
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
I pray you, grant me a brief respite that I might consider my answer. To die, to sleep, perchance.